Renee feels that she has been richly blessed with abundant gifts, and her goal at the end of her life is to say, I come to you empty. I have nothing left. I used all the gifts you gave me. So with that, please give a warm welcome to Renee.
She's my new cheerleader. Hey, you know you have a really new good friend? Listen to this. I mean, who does this, really? I forgot my lipstick. No, I've met Loopy for the last hour and a half. I go, Loopy, could you go to your room and get your lipstick? I don't have any. She runs up, she goes, I have a new tube for you. She comes out and gives me a new tube of lipstick. Who does that? What speaker does that, frankly? I am so delighted to hear. First of all, I'm so delighted. Where's Joyce? I just met her. Where's Joyce? I just met her. I was speaking at Share the Spirit Hospice in Wilmer last week to about 400 hospice people, and I told her I was so impressed with the people that work for her. Shh, when she gets back, I've hired them. It's so awesome. It's all about human resource management. Yeah, pull the plug. I'm delighted to be here. Like she said, usually I'm all over the country on a plane, and my cabin is 10 minutes from here, so I got to be out kayaking this morning. I'm delighted to say that was a thrill. The good thing is I got to be close by, so my husband came with me to help me yesterday in Bemidji pick out. My daughter is the 8th grade homecoming candidate, and so she got to pick out her dress yesterday, which are very limited. Has anyone been to check out a 8th grade girl dress and have the dad along? Has anybody done this? Here's the deal. And she's taller than I am. She's in 8th grade. And she's about this skinny. And so everything would be shorter than usual on her. I thought we were going to get a long dress or a T-length. So my husband is bringing into room these long skirts with like turtlenecks. And he kept asking, you're not wearing that. You're not going out of the house in that. You're not going out of the house in that. And finally, she had the most conservative thing that you could possibly find at Herberger's on. And he goes, I don't think that's going to work out. And he's sitting in the chair. And she goes, Dad, we are so not Amish. Oh, I loved it. It was so fun. Well, I'm delighted to be here. I'm going to give you this as kind of a housekeeping issue for you people right in the front row. What's your name, sir? Jim. I'm Renee. Hi. Okay, this is going to get personal, but I feel like we can because we're in healthcare, right? We're in healthcare still, right? Okay, here's the deal. This summer, I've lived at the lake, and so I've had a swimsuit on. I'm off during the summer. I write during the summer in kayak. So I've had a swimsuit on, and I'm not going to give you the dimensions of my suit, but it's been hard for me to believe that 2 straps can hold all this in for the summer. And so today is like really one of the first days that I'm in like belted and like snap pants, so this is an adjustment. So here's the deal. In the event of doing that, I put on Spanx. Does anybody in here know what Spanx are? Oh, look it, women do. Do you have Spanx? They make them for men. You have a nice waistline. You probably don't need it. Oh, look at how cute his waistline is. Here's the deal. They make them all different ways, but I've got them kind of from the ankle up. So they go all the way, and then they're right here. Okay, since we're in healthcare, in the event that there's a malfunction and I fall over, here's the deal, and it looks like I'm fainting. There's not a hospital here. Can you believe that? All the lake people here, there's not a treat or triage center even here? If you're from North Memorial, I know you have an ambulance, so good for you. But here's the deal. In the event that it goes awry and it looks like I can't breathe, okay, this is what I want you to do. Jim, if you're strong and you're man to do it, you can man up. Just roll these down, okay? And then once you do, run for the hills. Because I'm telling you, she's going to come flying out. Oh, and what a good lunch. Wasn't that a good lunch to add to my Spanx? Oh. So here we are, all talking about personal things. Brad, is this too personal? No. I thought we kind of bonded at lunch. I thought I could talk about my belly, I guess. Okay, really I'm going to talk about legacy. Who has thought about their legacy in here? Now, I'm a humorous speaker, so you may not learn one thing today. You may learn one little thing. I pray about it always before I speak. Just give me the words to touch one person. But here's the event. In the event, it could be you. The rest of you, 99%, better pay attention. Huh? How many people have thought about their legacy in here? Anyone? So roughly like 10%? We got some work to do. Jody, where are you? Yeah. Do you guys have like what, till tonight, minute to win it? Well, all right, when you think about your legacy, what do you think about? Whoever raised your hand, get your hands up. This is such a small, teeny group that, you know what, we get to be interactive. So that means when I ask a question, guess what? You guys answer. It's really cool. You don't even have to raise your hands. Okay, so when you think about your legacy, what do you think about? Your child. Exactly. Who said something? Did someone say something over here? Okay. What they're going to write in your obituary. Yes, perfect. What you're remembered for. What else? You look like you're really giving me the look, Jody. Anyone at this table?
Unfortunately, I think about work.
You think about work. You hear a lot about that when people die. When you're at their funeral, don't you hear, oh my gosh, their best practice was awesome. How many have been to a funeral lately where you hear about that? Yeah, hey Brad, here's the good news. We were just talking about that. He's payroll for Park Nicollet, and here's the deal. He has like how many? You have one hospital and what, 28 clinics? 25. And I said, wow, they're going to notice if you make a bad deal on a paycheck over here. He said, well, they may and they may not. So here's the deal. I don't think they're going to talk about that when you die either. So what else? You talk about how you've lived your life. Anything else you talk about? Or anything else in your legacy? The impact you've made. Exactly. You're doing something great for the community of Walker today. Thank you very much. What else? Anything else?
Leaving the world a better place.
Leaving the world a better place. Exactly. Do you know when you start thinking about your legacy? How many people know when you start thinking of your legacy? There's about 4 or 5 major times in your life. When you're sick. So sickness or death. Okay, we'll just lump those two together. Not that you're going over to the edge. Sorry. I just got done speaking at hospice. That's where my head is. When you retire. Birth of children. Retire grandchildren. Birth of children. And then there's an age. Does anybody know about what the age is?
65.
Guess what? 45 to 55. Very close. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I don't have a watch and I could go into the way afternoon. I forgot my jewelry today. That's another thing. Does anybody have a watch? Oh, great. Is that a Rolex? Oh, this is awesome. This is how I get my jewelry. Does anybody have, this is so great. Does anybody have a bracelet? I don't have a bracelet. Does anyone have a bracelet? Oh, look at, you guys are so great. Can I see anything in silver? Oh, well, thank you so much, Celeste. Gal. I have earrings. Do you need some? Let's do a little exchange. Lupe's luggage didn't get here last night, so doesn't she look great for like not having anything? How does this look? Doesn't this look? What? And she had lipstick. It's all looking good for me. Okay, so when we're 45, we start thinking about our legacy. Unless we've had some of those previous events like major sickness or death. And the reason that I speak on legacy, my background is in marketing and business development, if you can believe that or not, in customer excellence.